Hey guys! It's been about 11 days, I think, since the last time I showed you guys the garden. Today I wanted to do an update and show you guys how things are looking. So before I take you guys out there, I just want to tell you what the week has been like. After I planted the babies, basically we had this rainy season. In Japan, there's this rainy season called Tsuyu, where it just rains for like a whole week. And it's just rainy every single day, and now the heat has arrived, so it's been like really humid. But because it's been raining, I haven't really had to deal with rain watering my plants before, because when I was gardening on the balcony last year, the rain never reached the pots at all. And so I was able to like control how much water was going into the soil. But this time it's a little different. So it seems like the soil has been pretty moist for the most part, so I haven't really watered this week. I'll just show you guys how things are looking, because we have some good things, we have some things happen that I don't really know about, and we're gonna keep learning from this. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys a tour. It's a really hot day today, so I think I'm definitely gonna water, since I don't really feel like the rain penetrated the soil to really reach deep into the roots, you know? But here we go. Here's how it's looking right now. When I say it's a hot day, I mean, in terms of Fahrenheit, it's about 84 degrees right now. We haven't had that yet in this area. In terms of Celsius, it's close to 30 degrees Celsius. I have a big update here. When I first planted these flowers here, these marigolds, this one and this one were the blooming ones, but the buds next to it started blooming and they look super great, don't they? I'm really happy about that. They look awesome. And of course we got some other blooms coming in too. Next we have the basil. In terms of leaf growth, I feel like it was a little slow. It was probably stressed out from the cold temperatures and the constant rain earlier. What I'm thinking is we need to give it some water. It's looking real thirsty right now. And I want to put in some good old nitrogen in there. Nitrogen's really great for some leafy greens like this. So I think nitrogen will really help, since I'm starting to see some yellowing down here. Next we have the tomato. Tomato looked like it's doing pretty okay. This one actually had some flowers come out already, but I took it off because I wanted it to concentrate on the root growth. On the root growth. And then we have another marigold here. It looks like the new one is starting to bloom, but it's curling the petals. I'm not sure what that means yet, but I'm hoping that water will help fix it. In the previous bloom, it got eaten by a caterpillar. One morning I woke up, there was caterpillar poop all over the leaves. I've never had that before, so that was kind of fun. Next we have this marigold here too. It looks like the previous marigold's starting to get old and shriveled, but the new ones are struggling to bloom properly. So I'm thinking we need some more water here too. We got another tomato. I think this one's doing pretty good. Same issue here with this marigold. It was like really big and bushy. Now it's starting to shrivel, and the new blooms are looking a little curled, and I don't know why. And last but not least, we got our shiso here. This shiso, I ended up seeing that there's been a couple pests on it. You can see that the leaf has been eaten here. We got some bottom leaf curling, and it has really been struggling in the wind because it's been blowing around like crazy. But the new growth is starting to come in and looks pretty okay. And I think the white spots that I was seeing before was from a bug called the leaf hopper. The damage on it seemed really similar, and I seen one on this plant, so I got rid of it. And I hope that's the last of them. But I want to give it some nitrogen too, just so we get some nice green leafy growth. So let's go get that water can prepared, shall we? All right, we have This is what I used last year to feed my basils, and when I found out that they needed more nitrogen, this is what I used, and it actually works really well. So I'm gonna try to do this again this time. I don't want to give it too much though, because I just want to make sure that we're not overfeeding it and actually hurting it. I don't really know the science behind that, but you know. So we're going to just pour a tiny little bit inside of this jar, and then we're going to dissolve it with some water, and then I'll add it to the watering cans. Okay, I did a certain measurement for it last time, but this time, you know what, I don't remember what it was. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. It's just straight up nitrogen. We sell it as urea. So I poured a generous amount. I don't really know if it's enough. I kind of want to do a little bit more just because it's like a bigger garden bed, you know? But we'll do a little bit more, I think. Just a tiny bit. All right. Temperatures are almost getting up to 90 degrees, so I added this tarp. It still lets sun in. I don't know, I feel like it's so hot today. Giving them a little bit of shade during this hottest part of the day will help. So I know it looks super scuffed, but this is what I have. It looks pretty good. Yeah. Wow, I really can't get over how beautiful these flowers look. I just cut off the dead flowers, or spent blooms, I guess. These are the flowers that are already done. I took them off because I was just watching a video and they said that you should be deadheading the flowers. Sounds so violent. They said if you remove the spent flowers, then you can get more seeds from them. And there's supposed to be seeds inside here. And hopefully taking them off will actually produce more flowers inside the other marigolds. I'm just gonna pull it, apparently.
Pull it here?
It probably would have been easier to pull if I didn't give it a haircut.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna peel it.
Oh.
You did it! Look at that.
Are those seeds?
Those are the seeds. Isn't that cool? Whoa, you're a pro. You wanna do mine? Oh my god, you are the marigold seed master.
Give it a little twisty twist. Oh.
And just pull it out. Oh,
Oh no.
those tore apart.
Oh no.
You murdered my seeds! I think the black part is the seed anyway, so it probably doesn't need the top part, but isn't that a lot of seeds?
Yeah.
3 days now since I've watered it. This basil is starting to get a little tall, I think. Marigolds here look great. Now this one, I actually think I'm going to end up cutting it right here. Then these growths coming out here on the bottom will start branching out, and this top one could actually become a brand new basil with roots growing out of it, and then I can plant it in this hole. Here's the shiso again. Not gonna lie, it looks like this guy is struggling a little bit. Looks like the new growth looks pretty great, but I'm looking at this leaf again, and we have some more bits torn off, and the leaf underneath it is not looking good. Then I'm noticing down here starting to get torn apart. But every time I come here, oh wait a second, I was gonna say I don't see a bug, but look. Can I focus? Cannot get it to focus. Alright, besides that, we have some old marigolds right here that we need to cut away. New ones are blooming in. I guess this kind just blooms like that. They're a lot different from how this one looks when it blooms. Okay, I was gonna propagate this one, but I was just looking at it closely, and right here in the top, you can kind of see it's not 2 petals coming out of this middle part. It's multiple, which means it was trying to flower. So instead of using this one, I think I'm gonna keep letting the basil grow, and I'm gonna use a younger shoot that is just producing more of these 2-leaf shoots. Kind of funny thing, all of the anthills here are made after I did all of this, and the blocks are even like misaligned now. They're like kind of moving. There wasn't that big of a space before. And then on top of that, all of this rice shell thing that I put around as mulch, they don't like it or something. I've been watching them all week, but they grab it and then they just throw it off, so now it's all over the ground. What the heck. Hey guys, this is the last update for this week. I am so surprised by how bushy marigolds get. Oh my gosh, the basils are doing so good after I fed it some nitrogen. You can see that their nice dark greens are coming in. Our tomato actually looks like it's getting bigger now, so this looks super awesome. Nice and green too. More flowers blooming, more flowers on their way. More flowers over here. And I think Oshiso is surviving the initial pest attack. I might remove that leaf back there. It's surviving and it's doing good. My landlord actually came by and told me that these are freaking strong. So I'm banking on that. Now the one plant I'm worried about right here is for beginners mini tomato, so cherry tomato. I'm looking at it right now and I noticed that the leaves on the bottom are starting to look a little rough, pretty yellow. And the leaves on the top, kind of hard to see, but are looking kind of dark. And I was staring at the bottom here. You can see that there's this weird shriveled, oh my gosh, you can see that there's like this shriveled part right here, and I'm not really sure what that is. Upon reading online, apparently it could mean either overwatering, or there's some sort of bacterial infection, or there is, I don't know, something going on. So it seems like the best course of action is to actually bury it deeper. I think that's the end of this vlog for the little update. We got a lot of growth going on. I'm super happy with how everything's going. It's looking good, you guys. So we'll have another update in a bit, and I'll show you guys what it looks like probably sometime in July, I'm thinking. So look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button if you like the updates, and subscribe if you want to see more of it. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye. Ooh.